All right, good afternoon. Part 4 of the hypotheticals. What you will see different is that I added 3 sensor towers to the table. The sensor tower stats and rules are available in the Towers 2 Second Edition Forge World campaign book. They start off at 30 points apiece, or 35. Can't remember off the top of my head, but less than 50 points. You can get a positional relay, which will allow you to open up the table sides. So as you're looking at this one, with positional relay, anything I wanted to come in from reserves has the entire table edge with no effort. So if I wanted to walk in stealth suits, a crisis suit team that wasn't in deep strike formation, I could. Also, same thing here, within a 6-inch bubble. This one has homing beacon just in case someone outflanks. I can deep strike at home without fear of reprisal. Granted, it's a nice silhouetted target, but I don't think anyone's going to waste that much fire on it. Plus, it's got a little bit of cloud cover in front of it, making it an obscure target. I'll gladly take a cover save. Remember the Riptide. Have positional relay. 6 inches of the board edge from the base of the model. That's another way to get in. If the Riptide would have flown all the way back here and got within 6 inches of the back edge, I could walk a crisis suit team in and pop these Beyblades in the butt. So, Tau hadn't shot yet. Let's do a little bit of Tau shooting to showcase what the grand scheme of things were. I just saw the dice and just lost them again. I think the school year has gotten to me. I got 21 days left. As far as the recap on the sad news, I am out my Pride and Joy airbrush that the school purchased for me. The pressure ring where the airbrush goes, some kid decided I need to shove the needle all the way in and busted the seal. So instead of blowing out, it pushes paint back up because it has an escape. There they are at the edge of the table. Got to fly a drone today and crash it. A $600 toy that the school purchased for the librarian. He needed help fixing it. So today's been an expensive day on losses. I'm out of Tetra. If anyone has a spare Tetra that they want to sell me, I'd be more than happy to pick it up after hands. So let's start the shooting. First off, Tetra, 2 marker lights. 1 hit, that's a 6. So 1 hit, we got 1 marker light ready to go. And I have no other marker lights available. So we're going to start off with the first 4 missiles. We're not going to use the marker lights because they landed with a +1 of BS, so they're BS4. All right, first 2 hit, strength 7. All 4 hit. From the first broadside, so front armor is 12. 2 glances, and I don't see any cover at all. So that's 2 whole points off the bat from the broadside. And the Chimeras didn't pop smoke. I didn't give them smoke launchers. I don't know if they have smoke launchers. Again, I have the IG just to have a target shooting on it for videos. So I don't have to do Tau on Tau. Second one, the first 3 hit. So the first 3 hit. Boom. Nothing. So now it's up to the HQ who just landed. He's going to fire off his 2 fusions. Both hit. We need 6s to open this puppy up. And it's gone right there with the 3rd whole point. So that now means, God, I hate when kids break my models. But cost of doing business. Using 40K in a classroom from personal experience. Smart kids respect your models. The brain dead ones are the ones that they have to touch everything, will break everything. Notice the gangster lean on the Sentinels. They were standing straight up and now they're leaned over. So with the Chimera out, the occupants would get out. Then the 109 is going to torch them. There's 10 guys inside that I did for statistics. Strength 6 AP3. So the first 4 are dead. The 7 are dead. And then the last 3 are dead. So probably the Commissar survived. Now we're going to fire off 3 shots from the missile launcher. 2 hits. Finish off the commissar. So that's the squad in there. Now, the 3 fusion blasters up front. They're going to hit on 3s versus the squadron. No, terrible roll. So the first fusion blaster will penetrate. 6 will immobilize 1. First 4 missile shots. God, the dice hate me. Last 2 missile shots. Boom. So 3 missile shots that hit. 1's gone. The other 2 are there. So that squad's in trouble. Joy. Actually, yep. That's it. Hammerhead at the same squad will hit, will penetrate, and will annihilate another one. So 2 of the Sentinels just got evaporated by combined firepower. Yay. So Sentinel 1 is out to wreckage, and the other one got massively obliterated. So number 3 is all by his lonesome and wondering what the hell happened to his buddies. Coming around, I know I don't have 36 inches to targets with the marker lights on the sensor tower, so we're not going to bother. Marker lights here to the scout squad. Both marker lights hit. So these 3 fusion blasters at the Sentinel squad first. They don't get cover anyway, but I want to hit on 2s. All 3 hit. So the first 2, first one, pin. Second one, pin. Third one, pins. 3 pin results. Immobilized, well, 1.5 dead. So, missile time. All 4, the first 4 out of 6 missiles hit. 5 hit. So, let's do results. Nothing. Remember, my dice hate me. These dice hate me. So 1 pin. So that's 2 dead over here. So first 2 are gone. Last one's left. Riptide, Fusion Blaster, Ripple Fire. First shot hits. Second shot hits. We're not within 18, but we're shooting at this squad of 3 back here. So 1 pin, 1 nothing. 1 hold point. We're going to drop the Strength 9 AP2 template, use the marker lights. So see if we deviate. No, I'm not going to deviate, but I'll center and catch all 3. Strength 8. So first one, nothing. Second one, pins. Third one, nothing. God, these dice suck. So that's 1 back here. That's record in this squad. That's 1 that's wrecked in this squad. This Riptide is going to fire. We're going to ripple fire the missiles. Twin linked. No more marker lights. All 4 hit. Second group of missiles. Twin linked. All 4 will hit. I need 5s to glance, 6s to pin. 1 pin. Second group. 2 pins in a glance. So he's out. And nothing versus the last one. So we're going to take 3 strength 7 AP, 4 shots at it. 2 hits. Signals only have 2 hold points, so I need 2 5s. It's halfway. It's hurting. So was this an effective firing solution? Yeah, it did its job. This squad versus the last Scout Sentinel. 3 fusion blasters. All hit. Pin. Glance, it's gone. So this entire squad up here is now a fond memory of Imperial walkers, all gone. So that's how quickly and brutal it would be. Using the dice that hate me, those are the average results. My regular dice, I would have been cleaning house. So with tile turn 3, the bottom of tile turn 2, because I haven't started Imperial turn 3 yet. That's the way it looks. So, hopping back, 109 will come to the corner to get cover. Tetras are out in the open. Suits would dip around out of cover to avoid retaliation shots. This squad would fade back around the edge of the building, forcing them to walk towards me on an average roll. Riptide would hop down, getting ready to take the shots. This one would hop behind cover, completely out of sight, denying them shots and forcing them to walk through the wreckage. That group in the middle would phase back behind the octagon building in the middle, next to the Tetra. And I'm doing average based on 6 inches of movement. Trying to deny as much line of sight as possible. And that's what it would look like. And these 3 would simply hide behind the building. So to deny as much line of sight as possible, but we would get picked apart by the remaining walkers. Lima Russell's would drive up and shoot. So to demonstrate that, the Chimera got annihilated. He's gone. Pull him out of the way. Goodbye, Chimera. We knew you well. Lehman Russes, wanting to avenge their fallen comrades that were annihilated in front of them, would drive forward. With the wreckage gone, we turn the battle cannon over. Fires are gone. These 2 are gone. Back in the bin for you. Due to the events of today and the past couple of days, students are going to be using my cheap broken plastic Macross models for their movies, not my 40K. My advanced 8th grade students will be doing the other fun stuff. 8th grade only. I trust them more than I trust my 6th grade. 6th grade, they're a little, They can airbrush, they can prime, but I'm not risking any more equipment this school year because I invested almost $800 and I don't have too much to show for it except painted 40K, which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, I can't hop back into it next semester. I got so many losses in materials. So Neo Iwata is going to make a nice chunk of change off of the school, and I'll have to take care of shipping to get the repairs done for every damaged airbrush. And that'll be the summer money from the school. So I'll have to talk to them tomorrow to get that process started. Because 4 airbrushes need to go get professionally detailed and fixed as soon as possible. Alright, knowing that I have no more people coming in, this Sentinel's going to move to the edge, shoot up the crisis suits. The one survivor back here is going to make room to shoot down the street. Bang blades. We're going to continue to advance. So we have a shot there. We're trying to get a shot there. We're going to break formation temporarily to drive around the obstacles. But that's basically how this would go. Now to reset the battle lines and show you what I would have done with the censored towers. Do a quick reset of some of the models. Get the squads together the way they're supposed to go. Somehow I ended up with an extra Sentinel, but I'm not complaining. I'm happy to have Sentinels. I love Sentinels, armored and scout. They can do tons of nasty things. So we're going to put the Chimeras up front. Actually, the Lehman Russ is up front, Chimeras in the back. And without removing all the tau and I might as well, I'm doing this. So the tau, instead of doing a rapid retaliation cadre, the big size that you've seen with the 9 suits, I want to do it with 3 suits, 2 of the Riptides, and a commander. The other 6 suits are going to walk in as 2 separate squads of 3 to F stuff up. to burn people down. I think that would be a more fitting punishment with the new tactic. So the 109 will deep strike with the Tetra. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous models. Broadsides are going to stay in the retaliation cadre because I want the epic hatred of I got your attention to be the remaining theme song of the day. I almost had a photographer this afternoon, but that student is in band and they're practicing for their end of year show, and I lost his assistance. Otherwise, you'd see both hands moving models faster. So for those of you that were wondering, yes, these are two female Chasseret, sisters of the same sorority, friends of mine from college. One's a military vet, the other one survived cancer. She's been in remission since college, and she's quite happy about it. Blessed with a family and a wonderful bouncing baby boy. And I think they have a girl on the way. I know they got tons of puppies. I think they breed puppies, but that's completely off topic. So, starting over in the deployment zone. I'm collecting the Tetras right now. We're going to let the IG keep first turn deployment since they're walking through the fire of the city. All right. So Devilfish is going to deploy there. Tetra's going to go along. Now, I got to get this last Tetra. I'm going to take two Tetras off the table to demonstrate their truly nasty idea of outflanking Tetras using this technique. Granted, models, stealth suits can take positional relay as one of their systems. When you take one for everyone in the squad, you can have 107 Ravarnas with positional relay. It's sexy, it works. You can do crisis suits with no weapons, HQs with no weapons, any suit without a weapon, and just add a positional relay. So a 27-point crisis suit, his only job is to get into position and send you back up. So Sentinels are going to use their scout rule from the formation bonus, and they're going to sneak forward and out of line of sight from getting shot turn one. Tau, we're going to go ahead and dance. Getting forward. Okay. So, Imperial turn one, we advance. We don't have any clear lines of sight. We're trying to get to the center building, which is the Octagon on fire, which might be a research facility. Haven't really wrote the scenarios yet that I need to write for my 500-point Fast and Furious tournament coming up. Bane Blades, we got part of a hammerhead, so we're going to squeeze to the front of the building for that hammerhead, while the Scout Sentinel goes around the corner, out of line of sight. Hammerhead, like I rolled earlier, survived turn one. Sentinels are going to run to continue to maintain pace to get up and close and personal to deal with some of these scouts, Tau scouts coming in. Sorry if it's a bad angle. Okay, so Tau turn one. Tetra's going to move there. Devilfish is going to hop over. Or drive around, technically. I'm not hopping over. I don't think the jump jets are that great. Hammerhead wants nothing to do with the people coming around. Break line of sight. We're going to take a pop shot at that Sentinel. I don't think you can see it. So we're going to take a pop shot from the Hammerhead. Got to move him over a little bit to get that shot. It puts us in danger, close range of the Bane Blade, but I don't think it's worth it, so we're going to hide back behind cover. Because the shot goes from here over there, but I'm not going to even worry about it. This Tetra is going to go flat out and end up there. So that's Tau turn 1. Imperial turn 2, they're going to continue to walk up, take the streets, and get in position. To cut down the time, I'm not going to bring in their reinforcements. They still outnumber the Tau plenty. So these are going to come around. Oh look, we found a Tetra to shoot at. So one's going to have a shot. Oh, I'm going to give it cover. It's more than 25% obscured. 4 up with a 15-point disruption pot. I'll take a 3 up from those shots. If I jink, it'll be a 2 up. I only need the Tetra for the benefit of awesomeness, which is homing beacon. So without rolling all of those dice, I'm going to keep losing. 3 last cannon shots. Getting on 4, 1 hit. 1 hit, 1 pin. Tetra jinx it, or uses cover. Problem solved. Tau turn 2. So now we're going to drop the retaliation cadre. Crisis Suit Team 1 will come in. Crisis Suit Team 2 will come in. And the 109 will come in. If this was Apocalypse, anything in the deep strikes can automatically come in. But yeah, you pick your poison. So from the left side, if I was going to walk in with crisis suits, this would be my best bet if I'm trying to waste the chimeras. Baneblade, that's a really tight fit. 18 inches, I'm not going to get the Melta, but 6 missile shots with marker light support, this would be sexy right here. Walking in and landing. So now, with the retaliation cadre, let's go ahead and use the Tetra first. This is the tactic that I read about and I work on, and I've been meaning to do a video about. So, made in Deutschland, great company product. This is where the abuse of the deep strike and the Tetras come in. So, here's the Tetra coming in from 0 to 12 on a ruler, looking at the side. Where's my Dragon's Lair measuring device? My wonderful 6-inch. I don't see it. I don't see it. Not worried about it. I'll just move the other ruler 6 inches up. Nope, found it. Yay! 6 inches up from the Tetra. Puts 3 melter shots right there next to the Baneblade. Side armors are not so heavy on a Baneblade. Now, if I'm putting the entire retaliation cadre there, that's a really risky gamble. Even though that's 2 Riptides, 1 with Ripfire fusion cannons, Crisis Suit Squad 1 has to melt that. The broadsides have to do enough hull points on the side to help finish it off. And even if I bring the 109 over here, that's still a risky gambit. But since this is a learning video, we might as well go all the hell out. It's 6:30. I don't want to go home. Okay. So what we're going to do is drop the retaliation cadre right here in this tight alley to demonstrate the point. 24 minutes on this video. Wow, this is going to be a great video. I hope you're enjoying it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. So those are that issue. The 104s, the Riptides, need clear lines of sight without getting in the way. So move this measuring device out of the way. There's a shot there. The Tetra moves, so I can't clear it out the way, but that's a clear line of sight. And that's outside of 9 inches. So what I might have to do is actually move the broadsides to the back, which is not a bad thing. And move the Riptides right there. 1 and 2. Oh, the bases have to be touching, really? Whatever. So, you can still see the bane blade from the corner. You'll get a shot in. You just adjust for the sake of argument, because it wasn't moved earlier. So, the only thing we're missing is the HQ. And his twin link plasma might ding a couple hole points, but I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of effort. But that would be to waste one bane blade. The other Tetra that came in on that side, he's going to move his 12 up. And then we're going to meet him in the middle. So the 109 and its awesomeness would land 6 inches in. The other deep striking crisis suits would land around it. And we would try to ghost all 3 bane blades in one go. And using the Dragon's Lair measuring device, which is so awesome. So that's 6 inches from the closest one. So technically, I want to get as danger close as I can without being an inch in to the bane blades siding. Why am I doing this? Because it's not because I'm evil. It's because I'm trying to get as much bang for the buck in as possible. So let's say this bane blade goes away. I'm still within melter range on the second one in the middle. So we're hoping that the 109 is a lucky bastard and does his job to the point of excellence. So to finish the movement phase quickly. And regardless of how well the shooting phase goes, I'm not deploying in my standard attack formation. So, yeah, it's not going to be the best escape plan for everyone else. So this squad is still within 9. It would be them first, 109, them into that one. Everyone else into this one trying to cause as much chaos as possible. And then let's get a hammerhead shot out here for assistance sake. Because we're going to take the hammerhead and we're going to move 12 to get that shot on the scout sentinel. The Tetra that survives is going to be rolling 6s. And he's going to move 12 to give assistance on the bane blade shot. If I had any other deep strikers coming in, I would put them next to the devilfish to help finish them off. So it's a very decisive plan. It's a very viable plan. But without rolling dice, statistically, my luck with my dice, this one would be exploded. This one would be exploded. I would lose half of my own stuff in the explosions. And this one, whoever shot him, would have a couple hull points left. But that wouldn't stop the Lehman Russes from turning around and the Melta troops getting out of the Chimeras and gunning everyone down. It's almost 600 points of bane blade. The tower highly outnumbered, but it would be an awesome fight. Thank you for watching a half-hour video. If you made it through this, I am so sorry. I might cut it up into segments of 10 minutes apiece. But thank you for watching. Kikai no Naka no Akuma out. And this is how you can be very nasty with Tetras. Peace.